Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I am so happy that you are here today. Welcome. If you are new here, thanks for watching. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Ashley and I am an American Sign Language interpreter who has an obsession for all things beauty and skincare. And I noticed a disparity in the beauty space where there was not a lot of access for my friends who are deaf and hard of hearing. And so I wanted to create a channel where there is access. So in one of these corners here, you see me also interpreting everything that I am saying on this screen so that my deaf and hard of hearing friends are able to have full access in their native language to what's being talked about today. So that's what this channel is all about. It's about beauty, it's about inclusion, and it's about having fun. So welcome, I'm glad you're here. I also wanted to thank you guys so much. I am celebrating 1 year on YouTube and it has been an amazing year. I have had such an exciting and fun time watching my little channel grow. At this point today, I have 95 subs and it's so exciting to have that number growing and to have more people being able to access my channel. And I'm so grateful, truly. And I just want you all to know how grateful I am that you're here. I am so thankful for you. I'm also thankful for your patience. I have not published a video in over a month. I have been going through some pretty serious mental health issues over the last month. I have been trying to get things under control, and I appreciate you so much for giving me the space to do that, allowing me to take that time and to figure out what exactly I needed to do to get everything in order and to get everything right. And I'm on the right track. And I thank you guys so much for your patience. So today, to celebrate my 1 year on YouTube, I was going to do a video using all of the techniques that drive me bonkers. But we're gonna save that for the next video because I wanted to do something totally positive to celebrate 1 year on YouTube. And so for that video today, I am going to be sharing with you just some stuff that I'm loving. Nothing that's sponsored, nothing that is in any way encouraged for me to say, but just all things that I truly love. One of the most important things about my channel is I want to make sure that you can trust me and that you can trust the reviews that I'm giving. And even one day, if I do receive items in PR, if I do receive, that kind of thing, I will still be honest in my reviews. And I want to establish that from the jump, that I am honest in the reviews that I'm giving to you. So let's talk about a few things that I've been loving, and while we talk about it, I'm gonna show you why I'm loving it, okay? So, first and foremost, let's start with a quick primer for the face. One of the primers that I have been loving, and that is proven by the fact that I already have the backup for this one that's not even gone yet. This is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. And I love this primer. This is really good on the dry skin that I have. I have keratitis on the sides of my jaw here, so I get those, it's like the little chicken skin that people get on the back of their arms and their legs. I get it on my jawline as well. Just severely dry skin. And this is so lovely. It comes out this beautiful oil, and it just has a very faint smell, but it smells lovely. It just smells clean, and it goes on so beautifully. It soaks into the skin, and it just, as you can see, gives you that little bit of illumination. So I wear this sometimes without anything else. I don't put any product over it. I just use this as an oil to kind of give my face an all over glow. And I just think it's beautiful. And I am loving the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Oil. All right, now the next thing I am going to go to my eyes. I have been absolutely loving the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. I bought this palette when it was first released, so I've had a chance to dip in and play with all of the different colors, and it is just so beautiful. The shimmers are so intense and so lovely. This one called Adamantium, which is this bright silver one right here, is one of my absolute, like, hello. Is that just gorge, right? It's intense. The one next to it is called Meteor, and it's a little bit more subtle, but it's hard to see on the screen. It has some hints of purple and blue and pink in there. So pretty. Then we go over to the very end with this gorgeous Desert Sky, which is this deep bronzy moment. It is so lovely, and I have been using it for some really neutral and chill looks, and also some really bold looks. I did a deep blue all over my entire lid, and then put that adamantium right in the center, and it was a stunner. It was just so pretty. So I'm going to be using that on my eyes today, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'm going to go neutrals or if I'm going to do something really just like fun and wild. All right, and now you have seen this if you've watched any of my recent videos. I have been using the Milani eyeshadow primer. Actually, I've filmed a couple of videos using this, but I haven't edited them and posted them yet, so you might have not seen this yet. I can't remember, but I am loving this Milani eye primer. It is a very good dupe for the Urban Decay priming potion. I get the color number 1 nude, and that blends in really perfectly with my brows or my eyelids. So I'm going to start off with this Lagoon, and I am going to buff it out probably with the Smoke color, and then play with some of these really deep shimmers, and then I might play with these two as well. The color Meteor, it's so hard to really show you how beautiful that is. It just has flecks of purple and pink and blue in there and silver. It's really beautiful. So hopefully if I get that on my lid, if that's one of the ones that I use, it will show up and really show its intensity. So, oh, also, while I'm doing that, what's going on back here? I moved my beauty room around again. Guys, I know, I can't keep a space the same to save my life. But here's the thing. When I was filming with my beautiful windows in front of me, I was noticing how I kept getting headaches after I was done filming, because what I'll do is I create my video and then I immediately after typically will film the interpretation of the video. And so I was noticing that I was getting a ton of headaches afterward. So I started to research online, and one of the articles that I came across said that a lot of times if you sit in front of a window where the light is coming in on you, that it can cause headaches because of the eye strain. So I decided to move some things around, and I still have my beautiful windows right here that are bringing in natural light, and then I've got some artificial lighting here so that it evens out my face, but that's why things are different. So I still have my makeup over there, and then this is just, I kind of like having the blank space, the blank wall. What do you think? Let me know. Is it boring, or should I get some lighting where I can do different colors? I could do that, maybe. And look at this color payoff though. From this midnight beautiful blue. The color in the pan is called Lagoon. And I'm pretty much obsessed. It's so gorgeous. Then I am gonna go in with a buffing brush. This is one from the Beauty Bureau that I really love. I follow her on Instagram and have for years and years. Okay, so now I am gonna go in with my finger and I am going to dip into the Deep Sea color, and I might go back and forth a little bit between Starry Eyed and Deep Sea. We're gonna see how Deep Sea presents a little bit. Now, I'm gonna go in with my finger to that adamantium. I'm probably saying that totally wrong. And this is gonna go all on the center of the lid. And I'm taking it all the way up to the top, pressing that out. And then I am going to take the dense brush that I used on this inner portion and just tap out this area to kind of blend that in. Now there is, you can see down here, quite an abundance of fallout. I don't care about that because I always clean up that part of my face before I do any foundation. So I would imagine with something that's pressed like that and so glittery and wonderful to have fallout. So there is that. Now I'm gonna clean all this up real quick, do the other eye, and then I'll be right back to move on to other areas of the face. Okay, I have got the upper lids of both of the eyes done. I am pretty obsessed with this very stunning look, and I am gonna move on and get the rest of the face done and get the bottom lash line and some lashes on so that this is all connected. So the next product that I am going to be using today is one that I have just really been loving, you guys. The name of the video, here we are. And this is the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation. I love this, the dewy one specifically, and it has the most amazing coverage. It's so beautiful. I wore this very recently. We had family pictures done and I wore this in the pictures. So I am loving this Wet n Wild product. It just goes on so beautifully. I always forget that I like this product better with a sponge until I start applying it with the brush, and then I remember instantly. Okay, and there we have it. It's so lovely, just beautiful coverage. It covers up the red, but still lets my little freckles show through, so I don't have to cover those up when I don't want to. So I really do love that. Next, I am going to be using, so I've started, especially during the summer, to do a setting spray in between each step on my face. And I have been loving this Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. This is specifically the lavender scent. And it comes out in just the loveliest spritz. I don't even know if you can see that. I don't even know. But it's such a fine mist and it smells so good. It's just that beautiful lavender smell. If you hate the smell of lavender, you won't like it. But I know that they do have other scents that are available, but I have loved that so far. I've also been loving my Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid. It is almost gone. So I might actually use this to spray for the rest of the video just to see if I can put that into my next empties video. Okay, so for corrector under the eyes, concealer, I have been using the LA Girl Pro-Conceal. I love this. The only thing is, it is very, very good coverage. So a tiny, tiny bit goes a long way. So I put it onto my finger and then I just dab it in the center and on the outer edge of my eye and then down my nose and right there. And then I am gonna go in with my Morphe M173 that I just cleaned. So it is nice and sanitized. And I'm just gonna get that applied. I mean, that was the smallest amount of product and it is such good brightening and such good coverage. So I am really loving that. I would love to hear down below, comment and let me know what products you've been loving. What have you been using? What have you been just reaching for every single time? Now for my bronzer slash contour. I haven't been contouring a lot because it is blazing hot outside and cream products move when you sweat. There's not really anything that can be done about that. It's just a fact. I know that powders can help, but 99 degrees. It's been so blasted hot. Today it was cool and it was 90. So that's what we've been going through out here in Utah. So I have been really, really loving. I have really been loving, this is another item from Wander Beauty, and this is their Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. I have been loving using a powder bronzer to just get in there and add some color and some life. But I have found that the cream products that I use during the summertime definitely move a lot easier and a lot more quickly than the powder products. So, makes sense. We're sweating. It's already a product that's creamy and emollient, so look how lovely that is though. Just gives you like the most perfect bit of bronzing action, and it's not too much, so when you dip in you don't have to be afraid that you're gonna come out looking like you've swiped chalk on your face or something insane. It blends in so beautifully. I didn't even plan to have two different Wander Beauty products in the video today. Sometimes it just happens that way. All right, and then this brush is my Morphe M164, and I have been using this nonstop for my nose. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lower lash line, and I am just going to go with the gray smoke color that I used for buffing out that main color. Oh, they're just, these colors are so beautiful. They're so easy to work with. I have a silver eyeliner from Colourpop, I believe, that I'm gonna put on the lower lash line. So that'll bring more of that silver color onto the lower lash line. So that'll be fine. But that smoke color really did beautifully. And then I'm gonna put a little teeny bit of Lagoon, that deep blue right here in the outside corner, to just connect that whole corner. Okay, yes. So the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. Loving it. Okay, for brows, I got this brow pencil in my BoxyCharm, and it is from Trestique, and it is pretty cool. It has a brow pencil on one end and then a brow gel on the other end, and then it's refillable. So you can just pop somehow. My hands are always, oh, so you pop this cartridge out and then you can just refill. So you keep this block here, and then the same for this. So it's pretty cool, but I have been loving the brow gel specifically. It has a super cool brush, so it's really short and then really long bristles on the top there. So what I've loved to do is I'll go right into the most dense part of my lashes and get the color applied, and then go to the front, and then just finish up on the outer edge. I haven't been doing a ton with my brows for the summer. Isn't that nice though? Just a beautiful hint of color, and then getting those nice and laminated the way that I want them. Those are my brows. That's all I've been doing. Who am I? Okay, now for blush, I have actually been really, if you've been here for a while, you know that a glowing blush is not always my favorite thing. I don't always love to have like a highlighted blush situation. I really love this. These are, well, this is one of the baked powder blushes from Milani, and this is shade 5, Luminoso. And I am completely obsessed with this blush. It is so beautiful. It adds just the loveliest peachy pink, like the loveliest peachy pink, and it has just enough shimmer in there where it gives a little touch of a glow, but it doesn't have like glitter flecks or sparkles or anything that's going to enhance any kind of texture. I have pretty big pores on my cheeks, and I do have some scars as well, just from picking pimples when I was younger and not taking care of my skin. But it just gives it the prettiest glow and just illuminates it so nicely. And I love it. I'm just, it's great. It's magical. And then when I wear this, I don't typically put a highlight on my cheeks because this has just enough of that illumination that I don't feel like I need to. So I have been really, really loving that cheek product from Milani. So I'm gonna go in and, oh, this mist. You guys, if you haven't tried this, if you haven't smelled, just go to Ulta if you can and just go like that and just smell it. So good. So good. Okay. So for highlighter, I already am highlighted, but I do want to still get a little bit down my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Okay, so a highlighter that I have been loving is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is legit. It comes in a few different shades. I got the, I don't know, it doesn't say. Oh, Blossom Glow. And it is so lovely. And we're gonna start on the Cupid's bow. I mean, look at that. Okay. And get that on the Cupid's bow and the nose. And yeah, she's highlighted, friends. I'm probably gonna put a little bit up here as well. Oh my gosh, yes. And again, it's so beautiful. It has just that lovely illumination, but again, the texture that's on my skin is not being exaggerated at all. It's not pulling out any imperfections. It's just kind of sitting there and just looking lovely. This is great. I love it. Now we have lip product, and I am also going to get my lashes on. So for lashes, I have been loving and completely obsessed with Lunar Beauty's Faux Mink lashes. The specific style that I love is Stella. I do also have the Aries style, and I can honestly say I don't know if I've ever worn this style. It's very, very dramatic, very, very big. So I do have those as well, but the Stella is just perfection for me. It sits perfectly. A lot of the time when I have eyelashes that have a black band like that, for some reason it upsets my contacts. So the thinner bands don't give me a problem, but if I have a thicker black band, my contacts hurt and I end up blinking a lot and it dries out my eyes, but these ones do not, which I have really, really loved. So I am going to go in with my House of Lashes glue. And a few people have asked me about eyelash application and the do's and don'ts and the wrongs and rights. And I think just from my experience and from the videos that I've watched, it's really just something that you have to kind of test out for yourself and figure out what you like. I've heard a lot of people that don't like the House of Lashes glue. It doesn't necessarily dry down to a clear for a while. So you can be wearing it for like 15 minutes and still see a little bit of the white coloring from the glue. It does take a while to dry down. I know people who hate the thick black band. I know people who hate the thin band. I know people who like them to be as, you know, fake looking and dramatic as possible. And other people really like a very simple and natural lash. There are a lot of people too that will only wear the outer lashes, which I think always looks so beautiful. If you have a hard time wearing a full lash, you can always start, just take that lash, and I would buy ones from the grocery store that are a little bit less expensive to start out. Just clip them in half and take that outer edge, just glue them down, and then put mascara everywhere else and see what you think of them. But you kind of just have to try out stuff for yourself. And, you know, I can say, oh, my favorite lash glue is the Duo lash glue. And then I'll watch a video that they're like, Duo lash glue is garbage. So it really is kind of just testing stuff out for yourself. So I haven't seen anyone yet though who doesn't love the Lunar Beauty lashes. But also there are people who kind of start putting lashes on and they're like, you have to have mascara on first. You've got to do that. And then other people swear by putting on lashes after you, or putting on, mascara after you've already put your lashes on. And really it's a totally personal thing. I like to put my lashes on before I do any kind of mascara. And a lot of the time I don't even put mascara on because my lashes can blend in pretty nicely. And then we're all set. So I'm gonna go off camera really quick, get this other lash put on, and I'll be right back to finish out the look with lips and review. We'll see you in a minute. All right, I am back and the lashes are on. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I just love them. They're so perfect. I can't get enough. Okay, now, last, certainly not even close to least, we are talking about lips. And one of the products that I have been reaching for constantly, consistently, is the L'Oreal Lip Colors. I have no idea what these are called. I think it just says L'Oreal Lip Color. So it's in this little tube. They're hard to miss. This is one of my favorite long wearing lipsticks. I also really love the Revlon Color Stay Ink. I have both in almost the exact same color. And I just really like them both. They're so comfortable on the lips. They're so beautiful to wear. They don't come off when you're taking, drinks of water and things like that. They're just really beautiful. One of the things I like about this specifically is the applicator. It is so cool and just very, very thin. It has that space in the middle where it's gathering. Oh, focus in, please. Where it's gathering that product, and it's just lovely. And I love that it comes to such a sharp point so I can get in there. I haven't been lining my lips a lot, so I'll go in and draw with the super pointed part on my Cupid's bow and get those nice and filled in. And then I just apply. And I think one of my favorite things about this lip color is that you don't have to sit and wait for it to dry down. You know how there are some where you put it on and then you're like, you have to kind of hold your mouth open because your lips are gonna stick together. If you don't, you can put a little bit more on if you want a deeper layering of color, and you don't have to worry about any kinds of issues with that. And it is just such a beautiful color. I have got to, my Cupid's bow is uneven, so sometimes it's hard for me to get that just how I want it. But anyway, that has been one of my very favorite lip products that I have been using, so I wanted to share that with you. I have it in this color, I have it in this beautiful red color, and I have it in this orange-ish color as well. So it's right on my desk. I use those all the time. So there it is. Here's my finished look using all the products that I have been loving. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and thank you for being here for my 1 year celebration on YouTube. I'm so happy to be here, and I am happy to celebrate many more years to come. Thank you again for your patience with me while I took some time off to take care of my mental health and get back to a good place. And I'm sending you all so much love and gratitude. And I will see you next time. Now, before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, do the things. It helps me out so much. And I will see you next time. Love you, mean it. Bye.